I have not manscaped in a couple of months, so I don't know what that means about me.
But wait a minute.
I can't believe I rank as low as I do on the masculinity scale anymore.
Why are you still so bothered by this?
Because
So
you guys
stupid.
don't know me. I know how to tie a fishing line, and I want to get a truck. I own a shovel.
Okay, but the truck you picked is the least masculine
there's-
truck as far as like
there's-
typical masculinity
Right.
goes.
Was it a Toyota RAV4? What did
He
you
picked
pick?
a Toyota
it was a Tacoma.
That's not a truck.
Come on.
And until you get a truck, though, you can't get credit for a truck.
Right.
And it is very low on the masculinity scale, Nate.
Oh, stop it, Froggy.
I mean, if
you
you
get a
want a real
Silverado,
masculine truck,
F-150.
F-150, right?
F-250
A
if you're trying to be
dually.
crazy.
Okay, Dodge Ram.
How about a Yukon?
None
That's
of you
an
are literally
SUV.
driving
an
anything
SUV.
like that.
I know.
All right, I have the most manly car on the show. I do.
Or what are you compensating for, Brody?
Nothing. I'm just manly, and I don't get credit for it.
What is
So,
a manly
what car?
I have a Dodge Charger RT with a 5.7-liter Hemi.
Okay, that is the most little dick energy car ever.
Not at all.
It is. Guys who say that stuff and then list off all the
No.
limos and
I think a
letters.
Corvette is a small dick energy.
Yeah, that's correct.
Corvette's a small
Driving
dick
a
energy.
sports car is one thing. I like the power of a muscle car because I'm a man.
So
I
hold
don't
on.
need.
Oh my
I don't need
God.
to buy a truck that I don't need a bed
kind
for it in the back.
I do think Brody in this room is kind of up there on the list.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I play sports. I watch sports. I fix things. I drill things. I install things.
Wait, let's go back to the playing sports part.
That's right, Scary. I
He
do play
does play
sports.
sports.
Scary, you can hit. You can't run or throw or catch.
He's the first
you know
one
I
to
play
sign
ball.
up for that baseball thing.
I
That
do
they
every
always
charity
have.
softball game. I'm joining a league this summer.
Then I'm right after Brody, but I'm not as low as Nate.
No.
Thank you.
I call bullshit.
Just right there. Right there. That speaks it all.
Oh, God, you guys.
This is
Nate's wearing a
hilarious
Detroit
to me.
Tigers hat.
Who is the last on the list? Like who's
Last?
Scotty.
No, I'd say I hate saying it's Elvis probably as far as like.
yeah.
But
I don't know.
Well, maybe
Elvis knows.
Scotty.
He
Elvis
knows.
goes to basketball games.
He knows a lot of stuff, but I mean, it's generally not considered masculine. He's the first person to say like sports. I don't know anything about sports.
Right.
Right. And his idea of camping is what, the Four Seasons? Where did he
Oh,
stay
yeah.
that time?
Right.
He
Yeah.
was-
If he
He's a
slumps it,
glamorous.
he goes to three
Tell the
seasons.
story, Daniel.
We
Glams.
did something called it was like a big
Broadcast in the backyard.
Right, we gave away a broadcast in a listener's backyard.
We did our morning show from someone's backyard.
We did it a couple years in a row. It was actually a lot of
The
fun.
Serranis.
We had lots of people and a barbecue, and we all camped out. We brought our backpacks.
They set
and
up
we
tents
brought
in the lawn,
tents and
we,
whatever.
we all slummed it.
We all slummed it. We couldn't find Elvis. Where was he? Oh, he wasn't slumming it. He took his car and he went to the hotel down the block and he stayed there overnight.
But
We
is
were
that
like,
what makes a person masculine or not, though? That's
No.
a question for us. To
I think
No,
that's
it's
like a
a-
whole different story. Yeah.
Right.
What that actually is.
I think it's a formula of things. It's a mixture of items all together that makes you either masculine or unmasculine.
Right.
Right, so
Right,
Nate,
right.
what is the formula for you? What do you have that you say I'm masculine because?
I got a good sense of direction. I find my way in the woods.
So not masculine.
Really?
Terrible stereotype.
See, I do my own yard work. It's pretty masculine.
Okay.
I can
You
kill
hired a guy to
spiders.
find a rock in your yard.
I didn't have a.
I can kill spiders.
Fuck out of here. There's going to be more. Just let me think about it.
Can
for
I
a
say
while.
something to your defense?
Yes.
So I do think that you have some solid qualities. Like when we went to Spain together, somehow he accidentally got my bag delivered to his hotel. We were at different hotels that were probably like a mile apart.
Yeah.
He brought my bag all the way over and he walked with it. I told him, dude, that thing's heavy. I will get a car, send it over. No, I feel like going for a walk. So he did haul my bag all the way a mile for no reason, which was very nice of you.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about masculinity, like the definition of it, it says that things that are typically associated with being a man.
Yeah.
Those
All right,
things.
so all right, I'm masculine because
Nope.
Here we go.
I like to grill.
What?
I like to grill. I eat ribs with my fingers and my hands. Like,
So do I.
See, I won't
So
do
does
that.
Danielle.
He's all dainty about it. Dainty.
No, I'll eat it with my hands, but I'll put on gloves first.
Okay, that's minus
I don't
points.
like the barbecue sauce on my fingers.
No, that's minus
Are they the
points.
velour gloves that go to your elbows?
God. What are you doing at me?
When you eat like buffalo wings, do you worry about the buffalo sauce being on your fingers and under your nails?
I ask for gloves from the restaurant.
Okay, that is not.
What's their response? What's the response when you ask for gloves?
They're like, "What kind of glove?" I'm like, "Just latex rubber gloves."
Murderer
and they're like,
gloves.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do if you went on a date, Danielle and Gandhi, and your date said, "I'm going to have chicken wings," and then they asked for rubber gloves?
That'd be the last date. Be all done.
I might be into it. I would laugh at that. That's kind of hilarious.
See, I've done that with burgers too, because like
Oh,
a good
God.
burger gets really messy.
Do you
And
cut
I
a burger
hate-
in half, or do you eat it the way it is?
I eat it the way it. Well, depends on the burger. Depends on the burger. If it's gonna all slide off, I will cut it in half.
I do.
'cause that
I do
helps you
cut
eat it.
mine in half if that makes me feminine. And
But I hate that feeling of all that shit on your fingers. So like I
Sure.
finish my burger and I'm like walking around like I've got to go scrubbing for
That's
surgery.
what your shirt is for.
Yeah.
A man wipes his hands on his shirt.
Oh, no,
You wear
no.
red or
No,
brown when you go out to
waste
eat.
that. Get
Nobody
grease
knows that.
everywhere. I wouldn't get grease on this. Come on.
red or brown.
Can we talk about
You're
something
winning me
else?
over, Nate.
I rest my case.
What?
He
You had
wears
no
gloves
case.
to eat ribs.
Okay, but all you've said about yourself, though, Scary, is that you eat like a pig.
I watch sports. I love
Do
grilling.
you?
I do watch sports. I watched the entire Met game last night.
Oh, the entire game.
You watched them shit the bed last night.
Yes, I did. Marte should not have tried to steal second while they're in the middle of a rally, and Lindor was at the plate.
That's
How's
correct.
that for a manly statement right there?
This is hilarious.
By the way,
You know,
the announcer said that. He's just repeating what he heard.
Exactly.
and there are so many
Yeah.
people probably cringing at us right now talking about like what is masculine and it all being dirty, nasty things. Like,
Yeah.
What else?
it's a
Oh,
flowing. It's
We haven't heard from Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett, why are you masculine?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I am now at this rate. I mean, I don't suck my fingers after I eat food, and I don't wipe my hands on my shirt.
You like sports?
I like sports. I actually play sports, and I watch sports, I guess.
Do you fix stuff?
Not as much, I kind of call my dad for that.
Dude, my friend Jamie fixes more things than her husband in her house.
Yeah.
If something needs to be done, like putting together one of the kids' toys, she does it. So is she more masculine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Putting
that-
together a toy? Is that really where we're going?
What else is the measure of masculinity then?
But
I have no
You know
idea.
what? I don't think it's us. I think it's people like Danielle and Gandhi that have the like. This is what makes someone masculine. We could say that we're masculine, but at the end of the day, like us tooting our own horn doesn't do anything.
Well-
it's them saying, "Hey, this is what makes someone masculine."
Is it masculine to feel comfortable to cry in front of other people if something
Yeah.
emotional? Well, then I'm masculine. I cry all the time.
Oh, that's
I'm going to cry after this podcast when I look back.
I cry after every
Crying
podcast.
and whining are different, though.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Wow.
See, I think Josh is the most masculine because
Why don't you ask him? He just walked in.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Ask Josh what he texted
what does
me.
Josh do that's masculine other than he looks masculine?
He's like a burly guy
Let's
that's going
see.
to
Okay,
chop
he
down
looks
trees in a
masculine.
forest.
Okay,
Josh.
fair enough.
Continuing our
You are the most
What's up,
masculine
Josh?
on the show.
We're continuing our conversation of masculinity.
Okay.
Have you heard?
Yes, he
You're
has.
most masculine.
I've
You're going
heard.
to chop down trees. We've decided.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah. And also tell them what you texted me when I said, I'm kind of breaking it down to if there was an incident in the room, who is it that's going to spring to action? I thought, oh, maybe Josh would. Then he sent me a text.
I don't remember the exact
It
thing,
was,
but just don't depend on me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, you're disappointing me.
I'm sorry. I think you're like typecasting me just because of how I look, and that's not fair.
See? Wait a minute, but he's manly. He can admit that he's not that tough. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Masculine
energy.
comes in many forms.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what we were saying.
Let's
like, it's
just
an
measure
energy
our
about you.
penises. Why don't we just do that next?
I'm going to go from
Is that
second
the
near the
measure
bottom
of a
to the near the bottom of the list
Part of
real
it.
fast.
Well, apparently Scary just admitted how big his penis is.
I think it's an ever-evolving thing, and everyone's got their own definition of like what is masculine.
Right.
So clearly, Danielle and I are thinking one thing, and everyone else thinks something else.
Okay, so why
I
don't
just
you
think
guys?
you look like you're going to chop down trees, and that to me is so burly and
I
masculine.
have worked in landscaping before
Nice.
See?
Just
Well,
embrace
get-
it, Josh.
at a golf course.
Garrett said that the women have to decide what masculinity is, and Gandhi just reiterated that. So what do you guys think is masculine? And then we'll see if we have any of those qualities.
What about guys who do not manscape?
Or Scary can talk.
No thanks.
You mean like don't trim at all?
Yeah.
Just like straight.
If you just leave all your hair,
But that's not a masculinity thing. That's just a grooming trait.
Well, it depends on your culture. Some cultures think it is.
Now, if you don't manscape a large penis versus not manscaping a small penis, according to Josh.
It looks bigger if you manscape it.
Wait. I think Josh just got cut off. What did you say?
No, now I don't want to say. I have not manscaped in a couple of months, so I don't know what that means
But
about
wait a
me.
minute. If you don't manscape a large penis, doesn't it look smaller? I'm
Yes.
just saying.
Yeah, every
You know what? It probably is so big, he doesn't have to manscape it.
Wait, Scotty B. Scotty B just entered the conversation.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Player 2 entered the chat.
Scott, what's masculine about you?
I have a penis.
Okay.
Andrew, what's masculine about you?
Nate's moving up the charts.
Look at Andrew.
Andrew doesn't want to play. He's so mad.
He doesn't want to play in the sandbox.
He can grow facial hair.
He can.
He can. He can grow a
Minus the
pretty
one
wicked
patch
beard. Yes.
on his chin.
Oh, don't say that. He'll slap you.
No, he won't. He points
Okay,
it out all
well,
the time.
Danielle has a mustache, so that makes her more masculine.
Fuck you, Brody. I'm taking back my vote on you.
Also, same. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ideal Image.
Yeah.
You can get that taken care of.
Okay, I think
Okay, bye,
we've
Josh.
Look at how
closed.
Nate has that bat right by his penis.
You've been holding that all
I've been
day.
holding a bat. Come on.
Where'd you get that thing?
I don't know. I found it in Andrew's pile of stuff. I think we've squozen all of the juice out of the masculine orange, right?
Yeah,
I think we
Squozen?
can move on to something else.
Squozen?
Squozen?
That's
Squeeze
so
in?
masculine.
Squoze.
Okay, all right.
Squoze.
Don't leave your comments under this podcast about who you think is the most masculine. Thank you.
Please don't.
No,
Oh, I
please
would
do.
love that.
Please do.
Please let us
Yeah.
know.
And vote for Gandhi and myself.
It's Danielle and I, for sure.
But as far as like turning the tables, the most feminine, I don't think I could really.
You.
From Scotty! From Scotty!
From Scotty B, by the way.
Wow.
I thought you were my.
That is the pot
Wow.
calling the kettle black.
I thought you were my friend.
Oh, I
My
am.
God.
You
Top of the
guys,
list.
you
You
guys
made the
suck
top.
bananas together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're behind the 8 ball on that, man. You think how much money we left on the table?
That's right. The
So
two
much.
manly guys who deep throat bananas.
Hey, man,
I'd
when
give
they're
most
paying us.
feminine to Allie. If I had to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
young lady holding the camera?
And
Maybe say
Deanna.
something nice about Deanna.
Deanna's on the list.
Okay.
Deanna's on the list.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't think masculine or feminine are nice or mean qualities
No.
one way or another. So I don't think that saying like Allie is the most feminine means anything bad
No,
toward
not at
Deanna or Danielle or myself.
No, I just want to
Like,
make sure we include Deanna. She's awfully feminine if she wants to be.
But we all like to be in our jeans and our sweatshirts.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what we're most
Now, what if you
comfortable
call
in.
Nate feminine? Is that bad?
If he thinks it's bad, I don't
Not
know.
really. I mean, I don't know. I'm comfortable with who I am. I don't care. I said I was the most masculine guy here to get a rise out of you,
I bet
and
you-
it worked.
Look at you.
And look at us. We're still
Puppet
talking about it
master.
an hour later.
You know, Nate and I had
Thanks,
an interesting
Geppetto.
conversation
Thanks, Oprah.
about this kind of stuff because we were talking, everybody likes to like shit on my life and talk crap about me or whatever. But very rarely am I ever called a bitch.
Right.
I get called an asshole all the time.
Really?
And Nate goes, "Oh yeah. You definitely have asshole energy, not bitch energy." For sure.
Big A energy.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, "You're for sure an asshole. You are not a bitch, but you are definitely an asshole."
It's just your attitude, It's the way you approach things that I'm like, "No, you're not a bitch. You're just an asshole." Sometimes.
But it's funny because like my sister says the same thing. She's like, "No, I would never call you a bitch, but you're definitely an asshole." I'm like, I can get down with that. I don't know what the difference is.
I
but
know. I want to know what the difference is.
I would have to I'd have to see an example. I can't come up with one right now.
I don't
But you
know.
have done some stuff in the past. And like, you're an asshole. What are you doing? I think we
I
all
won't
are
disagree
sometimes.
with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I think we
Okay,
all are.
so
will not
Monday's
disagree.
podcast, we rank the masculinity of everybody.
Yes.
Masculinity. I like that.
Masculine.
Masculinity.
All right.
All right.
Nice to see everybody.
Bye, everybody.